You're shopping on Amazon and you find a great deal. But what if that deal wasn't really a deal at all? What if behind the scenes, an Amazon algorithm was quietly raising prices not just on Amazon, but across the entire internet? I've seen it all. For nearly 25 years, I worked at the DOJ where I investigated some of the largest antitrust cases in the country. Now in retirement, I'm working for you. Welcome to the Antitrust Insider. That's the explosive allegation at the center of the Federal Trade Commission's lawsuit against Amazon. At the heart of the case lies something Amazon insiders once called Project Nessie, a secret algorithm that the government claims systematically inflated prices for millions of consumers. Today, we'll unpack how Project Nessie allegedly worked, what the FTC says about Amazon's broader tactics to suppress competition, and why this case could reshape not just Amazon's future, but the way we all shop online. Segment 1, the lawsuit and the stakes. The FTC's lawsuit against Amazon is currently one of the most noteworthy antitrust cases. On September 26, 2023, the FTC, along with 17 state attorneys general, officially sued Amazon in Seattle, alleging that the company has used a series of exclusionary and coercive strategies to illegally maintain monopoly power. For years, Amazon has been under scrutiny. Internal documents that were revealed in a November 2023 complaint showed that the FTC had uncovered Project Nessie, a secret algorithm that Amazon reportedly tested for several years, turning it on and off between 2015 and 2019, as it gauged how pricing changes would affect other online retailers. One of the most revealing examples came in April 2018, when Amazon used Nessie to set prices for over 8 million items sold that month, items which collectively cost customers almost $194 million. That same year, Nessie's operations across various product categories generated significant profit increases for Amazon, hundreds of millions of dollars more than what Amazon would have otherwise earned. Then in 2019, as regulatory interest and internal scrutiny grew, Amazon paused Nessie. The FTC alleges that this pause was partially a reaction to Amazon sensing that the investigation would become public. At the time I'm recording this, the trial date is set for October 2026. Segment 2, Project Nessie, the secret algorithm. According to the FTC, Nessie was a highly secretive algorithm Amazon tested and refined for years. The name, of course, is a play on the Loch Ness Monster.
Loch Ness Monster is real.
Mysterious, elusive, and hidden beneath the surface. The FTC describes Nessie as an algorithm designed to monitor pricing across the internet. Normally, you might think of algorithms as tools to lower prices, detect competition, and make Amazon the most attractive option for shoppers. But according to the lawsuit, Nessie did the opposite. When competitors undercut Amazon's price, Nessie allegedly stepped in. Instead of lowering Amazon's prices to match or beat the competition, the algorithm would raise Amazon's own prices in a very calculated way. Because Amazon was such a dominant player, competitors often use Amazon as a reference point. So if Amazon raised its prices, competitors' automated systems would also raise theirs, assuming Amazon must know something about demand. The FTC claims this created a ripple effect. Suddenly, not just Amazon's prices, but the entire market's prices went up. Consumers browsing multiple retailers saw higher numbers everywhere. Nessie allegedly turned Amazon into a price leader in the worst way possible by leading everyone higher, not lower. Amazon allegedly raked in billions of dollars from Project Nessie during the years it was active. The company eventually shut it down, at least temporarily, after internal scrutiny and the fear of potential legal issues. Still, according to the FTC, that doesn't erase the fact that Project Nessie existed and that it fundamentally distorted the marketplace. Amazon denies any wrongdoing. It claims that Project Nessie was a simple experiment to avoid unsustainable price matching wars with competitors. According to Amazon, Project Nessie was just a short-lived test that was never intended to harm consumers. But the FTC is not buying that explanation. What makes Nessie so important is the way it flips the narrative about Amazon. For years, the company's defense against antitrust claims has been that it relentlessly lowers prices for consumers. But if the FTC can prove Nessie was real, deliberate, and effective, then Amazon's core argument falls apart. Instead of being the consumer's best friend, Amazon could be seen as secretly manipulating prices in ways no average shopper could ever detect. Segment 3. The other allegations. Beyond Project Nessie, the FTC's lawsuit accuses Amazon of protecting its own dominance at the expense of competition using anti-discounting tactics. According to the lawsuit, Amazon punishes third-party sellers who try to offer lower prices on other platforms. For example, if a seller dares to list their product cheaper on Walmart.com or on their own website, Amazon allegedly buries their listing deep in the search results. This forces sellers to keep their prices high across platforms, ensuring that Amazon doesn't lose its competitive edge. Then there's the issue of Prime. The FTC argues that Amazon structures its marketplace to force sellers into using Amazon's fulfillment services if they want their products eligible for Prime shipping. This means that sellers who don't pay for Amazon's fulfillment are pushed aside, and consumers may not even see their listings. The FTC also highlights Amazon's control over search results. It claims the company clutters results with paid ads and gives preference to its own private label products, making it harder for shoppers to find the true best deal. Even when consumers think they're choosing freely, the FTC argues, the deck is stacked. Taken together, these practices paint a picture of a company that isn't just big, but actively leveraging its size to rig the market in its favor. For antitrust law, this is the critical distinction. Being dominant isn't illegal, but using that dominance to suppress competition and extract more money from consumers, that's where the FTC says Amazon crossed the line. Final thoughts. The FTC's lawsuit against Amazon is still in its early stages, but it represents one of the most ambitious challenges the agency has ever launched. If the FTC succeeds, it could force Amazon to change fundamental aspects of its business model. This might mean rule changes for sellers, better transparency around algorithms like Nessie, or even structural remedies to break up parts of the company. But if Amazon prevails, the case could reinforce the idea that tech giants are simply too big and too complex to regulate under existing antitrust laws. That outcome might spur Congress to step in with new legislation. Either way, the outcome of this case will shape the future of online commerce. And for consumers, it's a reminder that even in the digital age, competition matters. The price you see on your screen isn't always the product of free market forces. It may be the result of hidden systems, algorithms, and decisions made in boardrooms. The story of Project Nessie is a story about how power is gained, used, and hidden. And in the coming years, the courts will decide whether Amazon's power has finally crossed the line. What are your thoughts on Project Nessie and the FTC's case against Amazon? Comment below. If you found this video helpful and informative, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay honest, and come back for more Antitrust Insider.